Before you buy another eyeshadow palette, make sure to watch this video till the end to get your money's worth out of it. Hi guys, my name is Muskan Hingorani and I'm a professional makeup artist, and in this video I'm going to be talking about what to look for when buying an eyeshadow palette. Okay, I absolutely love eyeshadows. That's what actually got me into makeup, and I'm really passionate about that subject, so I really know what I'm going to be talking about. Okay, so this video is going to be in a different format than usual. It is going to be in a more question answer format. Okay, so I'm going to be asking you questions which you need to ask yourself when you're going to be buying an eyeshadow palette. Okay, so let's start with some questions. So the first question you have to ask yourself: do I need another neutral palette? Okay, now if you're an absolute beginner, you're just getting into makeup, then you might need, because you're just building your collection, these are the most basic ones. Even if you don't buy any other ones, buy neutral ones because they will build your collection. Okay, but if you're already an intermediate and you have been doing makeup for a long time, you already have enough neutral eyeshadow palettes. You don't need to buy another neutral eyeshadow palette because all the colors are going to be all very similar, if not similar, very in the same category, and you don't need so many of them. Okay, so till I was working, I was doing clients and everything, I was using a lot of eyeshadows. But since lockdown, I have not, because I'm the only person using them, and I can see it can be so hard to even use up one eyeshadow. Okay, so please don't buy many neutral eyeshadow palettes. You hardly need 2 or maximum 3. It will take you forever to actually use them. The second question you need to ask yourself is, will I actually wear these eyeshadow palettes? So this is for mainly colorful eyeshadow. Okay, I have seen many people buying such huge rainbow palettes, thinking, oh my god, this will go on all of my clothes, I will have color for every cloth of mine since it has all colors covered. Okay, so if you are actually getting into makeup and trying new makeup, you know that you're going to start with neutrals. You're not going to be wearing such straight colorful shades right off the bats. Beginners, okay, this is for beginners. Okay, so if you want to get into color, just buy one. Okay, and that was small one, so you know what you have to actually wear. Okay, because such colorful palettes can easily be very overwhelming, and for most people I've seen them, they only collect dust in their vanity, they do nothing else. So please be mindful when you're buying a very colorful eyeshadow. See, will you actually wear that? This is not for people who are very artistic, who are already too much into makeup. This is only for beginners, because yeah, if you are very artistic and creative, you need all your colors, right? So the next question you need to be asking yourself is, will these colors actually suit my skin? Okay, so if you are on the more duskier side, the more pastely shades, which those will look almost all the same on you because they have very slight difference, and I have not seen such ones which will actually be that pigmented and that good to actually show the difference on more dusky skin tones. Okay, so just see the palette and see if at least half the palette should go with your skin. If even half the palette will not go on your skin tone, it makes no sense to buy that. You're literally wasting it. Okay, just don't buy it just because it's hype around it and everyone's saying it's nice and everything. Don't do that, please don't do that. So the next question I want you to ask yourself is, will I actually like the colors too? Okay, so now there are two types of people in this world. Okay, first category comes where they like different mattes and different shimmers. Okay, like a full shimmer palette and different full matte palette, and they like to mix and play with them and play with their creativity, right? And the second category is for the most people, which is a cohesive palette which has everything. It has mattes, which has shimmers, which has everything you need to work with. Okay, so if I see many matte palettes and many full shimmer, full matte palettes. Okay, these are mostly for makeup artists, because we'd like to carry around one makeup artist and different shimmers, and so that we can play around with them. Okay, but if you are not going to be using it, it makes no sense, because most people who wear it for regular wear, they don't feel like going and getting up another palette from their vanity. The palette in front of me, let me use that only. Okay, so please don't buy those full mattes, those full shimmer palettes if you don't know for sure whether you will use it or not. Just go in your vanity and see what you actually like. Okay, next question I want you guys to ask yourself is whether you are a big palette person or whether you are a small palette person. Okay, again there are two types of people in this world. One which like big palettes and which have a lot of color so that they can express their creativity. When they look at the palette, they're like, oh, I can create this. Okay, so if you are that creative and you like such big palettes, yay. And if you are on the other side, like on the small palette side, okay, you see a palette and you're like, oh, this is the color story. Now I know which look to create. Okay, because many people see big palettes and get easily overwhelmed looking at them. Okay, so are you a smaller palette person? Okay, you see your colors and you're like, oh, I'll create this look. Because there are many people in this world who will look at a big palette and easily get overwhelmed and just keep it back, and they will never bring it back because they are very overwhelmed to see it. They don't know what to create and everything, and I get that. Okay, so this is for beginners. If you are a beginner and you don't know which to go for the smaller ones. They are more cohesive, they are more color coordinated, so you will easily know what to create. You won't get confused as to what look to create. Okay, also avoid this mistake which many people make, is they see a very big palette and they are like, oh, it has so many shades and it is of a very smaller price tag. Okay, I can tell you that most of them are of not good quality. Okay, because when they are producing such bigger palettes at a very smaller price, they are definitely compromising on their quality. Instead, buy a more cohesive palette. You will get better quality, you will get better looks. Okay, if you want to buy a bigger palette, I would suggest you go for good brands, renowned brands who know what they are doing about. Okay, I won't suggest you go for cheaper brands because most of the times they will be compromising on their quality. Because for a cheap price and such a big palette, they also need to make their profit, right? So the next question I want you guys to ask yourself is, do I already have similar shades? Okay, so when you see a palette, if you are, this is for purely for people who are intermediate, who are into makeup and already have palettes. Okay, so chances are you already have many colors that you actually use. Okay, so when you see a new palette, until and unless it adds new colors to your collection, don't buy them, because at least try to dupe them once. Like at least see them and go into your collection and find colors which are similar to them. Don't buy them just for the sake of trying the formula or the brand or anything like that. Use the ones you already have. You have it because you love that color story, right? So please use that. Try to pan it, because eyeshadows are hard to use up if you are only using them for yourself. Okay, if you are a MUA, you use it on 10 other people, yeah, they get pan on easily. So yeah, it is very hard to actually pan eyeshadows. Now that you have answered all these questions, okay, and yet you are like, yes, it will add something new to my collection, it will go well with the other palettes in my collection, it will look nice on me as well. Okay, I want this and it is actually apt for my collection. Then you have to look for these points which I'm going to be telling you before buying that palette. Okay, so this is a step-by-step guide as to what you have to do once you are eyeing that eyeshadow palette. Okay, so first look for that palette, whether the brand is nice. Okay, please, I beg you, don't buy from brands like ADS, Mars, Hilary Rhoda and all such brands which are very cheap and which have really poor branding and everything. Since these brands are of a very cheap quality and cheap price as well, many people do buy them because they think like, oh, it's cheap and has many colors, let me buy them. Please don't buy such brands, because you have no idea what goes into them. Just think about it. Okay, just ask yourself this question. Okay, if these brands are making profit after selling to you for such low price, how less their manufacture cost will be. Okay, of how cheap quality ingredients they are using. Okay, and also please, highly don't buy fake products like fake Huda, fake MAC. Just stay away. Just know that Huda, MAC, all these brands have almost no products under 1,000 rupees at least. Okay, they have minis but not full size products at all. Okay, so please just be careful. It's your eye that you're messing with. Don't buy any cheap quality products. Please, it's your eyes. You don't want to mess with them. Instead of buying those cheap shadows, buy nothing. I would rather suggest you buy nothing. Please. Okay. Now that you have checked your brand, that it's authentic, it's of a good quality and everything, then you can go ahead and think about whether to buy it or not. Okay. So now obviously the first thing you will check is the reviews, right? So these are the points you have to actually look in for the reviews that you're going to be watching. So first of all, only watch you actually trust on the internet. Okay, so I personally recommend watching Shreya Jain, Antariksha Das, Andrea Mettiliano, I hope I'm spelling that right, even Kelly Gooch. There are so many creators out there, even Morgan Turner. Okay, there are many creators who are talking about real stuff. Okay, please watch them. Now when you are actually watching the review, look for these points. Okay, so the first point you have to look for is pigmentation. Is the eyeshadow palette actually pigmented? Okay, so if the palette is pigmented, it means it has color. Like when you touch it, you will get color. Okay, so if it's pigmented, only then is it worth even getting it. If not, then it has no worth getting, because if it's not pigmented, it won't show up on your eyes. As simple as that. Okay, I have to talk about an exception to this. Okay, this is for matte eyeshadows specifically. Okay, so there are many eyeshadow formulas for matte specifically, not for shimmer. Shimmers you can highly judge on the swatch. Swatch is basically the eyeshadow on your hand, just like this. When people show it like this. Okay, so the swatches of shimmers mostly tell the true story of how they will actually look on eyes, considering done with hands on or brushes. Okay, but for matte shades, okay, there are formulas where when applied on eyes, they will actually look good. The mattes will actually look good, but they won't swatch well. Okay, now I have such eyeshadow palettes which do that. Okay, so they don't swatch well. They will look black on the hand. You're like, ooh, this is not at all pigmented. But when you actually use it with a brush on the eyes, the way it has to be used, consider this. Okay, this is only for mattes, not shimmers. Okay, so they will actually look very nice. Okay, on blending. Okay, they blend very nice. So this is a very this is the exception part. Also, if the reviewer is just swatching at the mattes and just saying, ooh, it's not that nice, wait till they use it on their eyes. Don't just run away saying that, ooh, it's not pigmented. Okay. So the second point you have to look for is blendability. See that if the reviewer is saying is it blendable or not. There are many eyeshadows which are patchy, especially dark shades like greens, even purples, and such shades can be really hard to make, so they can be easily patchy. Make sure the reviewer is actually saying that they are blendable, they are easy to blend, something of those sort, because they should be easily blended. So now this is a bonus tip of the day. As you all know, I do give these. So for the people who actually do watch the video till the end, this is what I do. I give a bonus tip. Okay. Now make sure the eyeshadows have at least these 3 shades in them. Any eyeshadow palette needs to have at least these 3 shades for you to create a cohesive look. If they have these 3 shades, you can create many looks with that palette alone. Okay, so the first shade is a cream shade. To actually set your base, when you are applying a base to your eyes, to set that, a cream shade is very necessary. You can also use your compact, but still, when you are using an eyeshadow palette, it's actually necessary to have that. It's very easy. Second, a medium brown shade. Any look you do, you will put a medium brown in your crease. Okay, so make sure it has a medium brown shade. It looks all over the lid also very nice. And the third shade is a dark brown shade or a black shade. Okay, so what this dark shade will do is that it will go in the outer corners of the eye. Today I have done a halo eye, so yeah, it's different. But it will go in the outer corners of the eye, and it will give the whole look a cohesive thing. It will become a full look. So yeah, make sure any palette that you buy at least has these 3 shades, so that if you take that palette and you go anywhere to travel or whenever you are doing makeup, you know that your full look is going to be complete with that palette. And all these 3 shades have to be matte, not shimmers, all matte. So after all this, after knowing that yes, the palette is actually worth it, and actually after seeing the review, you are like, yes, I need it, I really like it, I really need it. What you have to actually do is ask yourself the only question: is it actually worth the price it has been offered at? If it's just medium quality and it's expensive for your budget, expensive is different for different people, so I cannot say it's expensive or affordable for everyone, the price tag. So yeah, if it's expensive for you and you think that it's medium quality after watching a few reviews, I won't suggest you buy it, because if you are paying a higher price tag, it needs to be worth your money. Okay, so make sure next time you buy an eyeshadow palette, it's actually worth your money because they are an investment and it will actually take up time for you to actually use. Till my next video, bye bye.